Hello. Hello, hello. We are back for so without further ado, let's get started. So, firstly, with the match of the week in terms of markability, Tottenham versus Man City. Tottenham were absolutely schooling City the whole match, and it was practically them dominating most of the match, with them winning 2-0. Richarlison and Palhinha were very pivotal for this game, and Palhinha was very dominant in our midfield. Looks like City are looking very, very bad this season. Although they have really good signings, I don't think they will be able to get top 4 like they usually do in most seasons. Next, the actual match of the season was yesterday, which was Newcastle versus Liverpool. Liverpool were very, very dominant at the start of the game, with Newcastle getting a red card. But once that red card started to sink in the second half, Liverpool somehow forgot they could play football and were not playing the way they were playing the first half when they were winning 2-0. 2 bangers were absolutely scored. A really good finish from outside of the box from Esketike was the second goal, but the first goal from Gravenberch was absolutely stunning. He takes it from outside of the box and smacks it in. Absolutely sensational. But once the second half started, it looked like Newcastle were dominating most of this half. For some reason and for some reason only, Elanga started playing like he was at his prime, and out of nowhere, Newcastle scored 2 goals and were about to score 3. The game was getting very, very heated at times, and it felt like I was watching Arsenal versus Man United back in the 2000s. Like, dude, these mans were fighting, grabbing, pushing, people were bleeding, people had to get gone on a stretcher, tackles were coming in left, right and centre. It was mad. But luckily, Liverpool reminded themselves that they could play football, and in the literal last minute, because they got like 11 minutes of extra time. I know it's a long time. They started playing like Prime Barca and me on FIFA. Well, technically everyone on FUT Champs, and started passing around the ball like it was their life depending on it. It was here, there, boom, boom, boom. Left the ball through his legs and absolutely smacked it in. Like, dude, since when? Like, if you were playing like this, why were you letting them score 2 on you and dominate most of the game? Why are you playing like Tottenham, bro? Like, these ones were about to bottle it half of the time, bro. At this point, I was expecting Newcastle to score. At least 1 goal was offside. But yeah. Insane. That was absolutely insane. Next, we'll be talking about the game that made me very mad. And I had to delete a recording because I do not want to swear in my own YouTube channel. I would like this to be family friendly, so I'm going to contain my anger. As you can see from the Brighton vs Everton match, Brighton had more GA, missed a flipping penalty, and had more shots. They forced the keeper to do more saves and were absolutely done for, to say the least. I do not know what happened there. Everton scored a banger on us, and we were trying our best to score, but Danny Welbeck just kept missing tap-ins. He missed a pen. He was on a 50-50 record of penalties. Pickford could not predict where he was supposed to go. He puts it down in the middle. You can see pain in my eyes, to say the least. Minte and Mitoma were serving these guys the balls of their life. Matt O'Reilly, he intercepted a pass. To Pickford, and he should have scored. believe this. I can't. I generally can't. I need to keep my cool, because if I scream, I will get mad, and I do not want that. Next, Arsenal versus Leeds. Leeds got destroyed, annihilated, nuked, sent to the next planet at this point. They're just going back down at this point, because wow, 5-0, Timber. Like, well done whoever put you on the FPL, because you generally got 2 goals, 1 assist, and wow, you was stunning that game. Like, Gyökeres scored 2 as well and made me a lot of points for my FPL, but like, still, whoever got Timber on their team, pats to you, bro. Never predicted that. The Chelsea game versus West Ham. West Ham opened the scoring with an absolute banger from Paqueta, and it looked like West Ham was going to start the game like this and dominate, right? It was not going to be like this. I feel bad for West Ham. It looks like this might be the season where they drop down. Just like I said in the last video, they have quality of players, and their squad morale is not going good. With 2 defeats like this, it's not looking good for them. Unless they gain some type of confidence in the next game, they are really looking like they're going to be relegated. Because from the 14th minute, Chelsea just dominated. Sadly, Palmer got injured. Like, these guys couldn't allow me to replace him for the match. This was an unpredictable injury. Oh well, it is what it is. Man, the FPL is cooked right now. Burnley defeated Sunderland 2-0.
Manuel Benson.
Lovely. Just one more time, if that's right.
Manuel Benson.
Lovely. And one more.
Manuel Benson.
Manuel Benson. Manuel Benson. Sorry, I'm just goofing off. Yeah, Burnley defeated Sunderland 2-0. And looks like Burnley and Sunderland will be fighting for who will be staying. I hope it's Sunderland. Not because I'm Dringo or anything. Don't look at me like that. Yeah. You're probably wondering why I'm silent. Because Wolves lost. Wolves lost. Yes, I'm being real. Look at the score. They lost.
We do not care.
It's not fun and games. Like, Wolves look like they might actually get relegated. And it's pretty sad. Because the people who grinded this to get them back up. Portuguese FC. Portuguese FC. Do you man not know about Portuguese FC? The memories I watched of just watching Portuguese FC was madness. Oh well. It is what it is. It looks like Wolves' time has finally come. Let's just hope that they can come back at least in 2 years. Unlike Watford, who look like they're going to be staying in the Championship. Wink wink. Next, Man United drew against Fulham. I'm starting to notice a pattern with Fulham. Them and the draws. It's very suspicious now. But yeah, first half, Man United were doing very, very well. They kept possession. They were doing really, really good. Taking shots, everything. they dominate the first half. But Fulham's high press in the second half really killed it. They weren't really doing much in that second half. And Fulham just used that press against them. Possession doesn't matter no more. You can see it with City. Let me show you City stats. They had more GA and possession in the Tottenham game. But possession doesn't matter if you're winning. The same thing with United. You can see here. Bruno also missed a pen, which is very tragic to say the least. Because this pen would have really given that confidence. But because this pen would have given that win for United. And they need wins. They need to start showing why they're now going to go to the top 4, to the top 5, to the top 6. They're not going to stay mid-table for another season like they've done for the past 2 seasons. United can do this. Either way, Fulham scored like late into the game, and they generally starting to notice a pattern here. It's a very suspicious pattern. I know what you're doing, man. Thiago Silva. Thiago. I know what you're doing, coach. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest drew. To say the least, this was a very unexpected game. It felt boring at times, although the teams were very attacking. None of them could convert. That reminds me of Brighton. I think we're having an Arsenal problem right now. I think we're definitely having an Arsenal problem. No striker. Come on, guys. Anyways, they drew. The game was entertaining, but they couldn't convert at times. One scored, the other scored, and it felt boring afterwards. GG's. Villa lost 1-0 to Brentford, which was very surprising because Villa was very confident in the first game. So, to say the least, Brentford are looking like they're going to be in a relegation battle, to say the least. Because if they're getting wins and then losses, wins and losses, this looks very much like I've seen this before. And United, Tottenham last season. Sorry, I had to clear something in my throat. But yeah, it looks like they are going to be in a relegation battle. Why are teams using corner strats now? I'm starting to notice that corners are becoming very, very OP now. To say the least, Arsenal and Chelsea, and then I'm seeing lots of teams using corners as OP. It feels illegal at times to watch these, because Newcastle was using them and they scored a goal from that. Chelsea was using them and they scored multiple goals. Arsenal was using them since like the past 2 seasons, and it's been scores and goals and goals and goals. Yo, someone patch these. Ref, nerf, immediate nerfs, please. Because tell me why these corners are starting to become very, very illegal. I don't like this. It's generally mind-boggling how teams be using Olympicals and crosses to score goals like these. Well, it is a rule in football and it's very allowed, but like still, the conversion rate that's starting to skyrocket in the Premier League is starting to become mind-boggling, to say the least. Alright, prediction time. After this week, the top 4 is Tottenham, Chelsea, Arsenal and Liverpool. Most likely Liverpool winning this season because they are the defending champions and they look like a very, very strong team. After that, the top 10 from to the top 6: Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, maybe United. Everton. I don't know if Brighton can just get to top 10. I don't know if we can be able to. But I see Aston Villa being there as well. But yeah, after that, Brighton, Sunderland, and maybe Burnley. You never know. And the relegation sides I'm seeing Wolves, Leeds, and West Ham. It just looks like that right now. But since this is the Premier League, I can't really predict much. To say the least, it is the start of the season, so you can't say much about this. As always, if you have any more predictions or anything that you have to say about the Premier League, please leave it down in the comments, or say anything if you know me personally by text or something like that. Other than that, leave down your predictions. Who will be top scorer? Currently, my top scorer is Ugo Ekitike. Him and Gyökeres will be there for sure. Top assister, I'm probably seeing Eze. Eze looks like the top assister right now. Either that or Omar Mamouche. That's just my prediction right now. Richarlison looks like a top scorer as well, and that's about it. But other than that, I think this season might be able to easily be predictable. It's still very unpredictable to say who will be there and who will stay, who will go. Not lie, I feel like Bournemouth will be in a relegation battle. I just have that feeling. But other than that, if you enjoyed today's video, like and subscribe, and comment down what are your predictions. And as always, I thank you for watching this video, and goodbye.